G'day QB, I'm here at QB Conference, QB Awaken Conference 2026, and with a good friend of the QB movement, Dave Shepherd. Welcome, Dave.
Good to be here. Thank you, Stu.
Dave been one of our plenary speakers here at the conference. Dave is the lead pastor at Hills Christian Church.
Hills Baptist.
Hills Baptist. Down in Adelaide, and it's been a pleasure to have you here, Dave, ministering to us the Word of God over the last couple of days. Dave, I'm just wondering, as a lead pastor in a large and dynamic church, what is it the thing that excites you the most?
Yeah, it's a great question. Thinking about this, I'd just say the thing that really just floats my boat is seeing people fall in love with Jesus, and ultimately actually owning their own faith and realizing that I'm not here to be a consumer or a spectator, but the Lord has given me a mandate to go and be a priest, to go and represent His glory and His wonder to the world. And that only flows, as I talked about last night, that only flows out of that revelation of who He is and who I am in Him. So I just love seeing people come alive. I love seeing young people come alive, but I also love seeing old people come alive, because there's a lot of people, like in our church recently, we had an 83-year-old get baptized because she'd come to church and she'd just fallen in love with Jesus and was like, I want to get baptized in front of my brothers and sisters. Yeah. She was coming alive to Jesus. And so like that's what it's all about. It's good to plant campuses, it's good to do all the things that we do, but ultimately it's about the individual soul coming alive to who they are and that call of God on their life.
Yeah, I love that, Dave. And it'd be, regardless of the size of your church, that would be your mission. Even if you were in a small, rural, regional church, that would still be your heart, yeah?
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Even if I wasn't in any vocational ministry whatsoever.
Come on.
You know, I used to be a teacher, so I was a teacher for 10 years. When I was a teacher, that was the same thing. I was teaching phys ed and Christian studies, but I remember I'd go home and I'd say to my wife, when the light went on, whether it be the light was going on about they picked up a concept in phys ed or in science, or they caught something of the gospel in a lesson, like when the light goes on, that's what it's about. It stirs your heart. And of course, the gospel, there's nothing more important than that. And so
good.
You want to see that happen.
Yeah. Now, I know that you've got a special heart for raising up and equipping the younger generations.
Yeah.
What is it that's worked for you in that space in your current context?
Yeah, I think there's so many things you could talk about, but to condense it, I'd say giving him a go and bringing him into your home. Yeah. So I think a phrase that I use all the time is that discipleship happens in relationship.
Right.
So when you look at the life of Jesus, he just lived life with people, and he brought them into his home, where he didn't have he didn't have a home, but he brought them into his personal space.
That's right.
And so I think there's something really profound about just sitting around a table with people, sitting around a couch with people. I talk about bringing young people into your mess. So when we've got 3 kids, when they were young, like it's a messy space, right? Like it's chaos. You're sitting there trying to have a deep conversation and someone will come over crying, this person hit me, or they're jumping on their laps. But there's something about bringing people into your mess that I think exemplifies what true hospitality actually is. And so you just do life with people and journey with people and then give them a go. Like another one of our mantras is we fail forward. One thing we've learned is what's the worst thing that can happen in ministry? If you give someone an opportunity to start something or try something or invest in something and it doesn't work, you're like, well, it didn't work. Like, try again. Yeah. So taking some risks with some young people and giving them responsibility. So I'm going to do a session in a second. I'm going to talk about replacing leashes with fences.
So good.
So take the leash off them, give them a paddock. They know where their boundaries are because you've got to have clear boundaries, but give them room to run. And see what God does. And I think what we've learned is, there's some things that I have to mop up occasionally, but the benefit and the blessing of seeing our young people equipped and given the paddock to run in has far outweighed any mess we've had to clean.
So good. And just finally, Dave, what encouragement do you have for Queensland Baptists?
Yeah, well, firstly, I'd say I'm super encouraged by the unity of this movement right now. Bible says unity commands a blessing, and I can see God's hand of blessing on this. I'm super encouraged by the vision of this movement. I think Baptists traditionally, our governing bodies or our resourcing bodies don't want to cast vision. It's like they see themselves there just to support, but I love that QB said, no, this is where we're going after something, and people are jumping on board with that. And so I just encourage you guys just to keep pioneering in that space, keep chasing after what God's doing, keep raising up young leaders, keep encouraging one another, don't give up meeting together. And I'm excited to see what God's going to continue to do through the meeting.
So good. Thanks, Dave. Well, thank you, Dave, for sharing with us, taking the time to come and minister the Word of God to us. And we
Pleasure.
Look forward to perhaps seeing you again in the near future.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys.